walking like an Egyptian way too hard.
It was so aggressive, dude.
Had to get it out.
I guess.
Had to get it out.
Dude, you ever just walk like an Egyptian? Isn't that like this? Not this.
I don't think they walked like that either.
I mean,
truthfully
probably not.
speak.
But you never know, I guess.
You ever
D-
think
do
about how
you
the
know?
sky is just a bunch of layers of gas and somehow that's blue?
Huh?
The
What?
sky, right? The only thing separating us from the empty void of outer space is a bunch of layers of gas, and somehow they're blue.
I mean, yeah.
They're just gas just floating up there, dude.
Dude, be dead otherwise. Be dead otherwise.
Who put the
I'm
gas
just saying.
there? Who put the
We'd be
gas
cooked.
there?
We'd be cooked.
How'd the gas
Literally.
decide this is good enough?
Dude, all goes back to
And then we call it a sky.
gravity. Huh?
And then we call it a sky. And
Yeah,
then
right.
more water gas shows up and is like, I'm going to cloud that other gas somehow, some way, but then I'm going to just drizzle on ya.
Just, not drizzle. Downpour. At least if you're in Louisiana.
And when it downpours, what happens?
Cooking. It's not raining today, so that's not what happened.
Well, yeah, but
Dude.
anyways.
Oh yeah,
Hey, what
definitely power's
episode
going out.
is-
Welcome to episode 90 of 2 Degrees of Separation. We are your hosts. My name is Eli.
My name's Flapjack. My name is.
What? What happened? Oh, wow.
He's
Hey,
lost. Lost in the sauce,
Oh, where am I?
dude.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, is it time
Episode
for the-
90. Jacob's name is officially Flapjack.
Flapjack.
It just instantly reminded me of the scene in Pineapple Express where he's like melting over a big old pile of flapjacks.
Oh, I remember what I was going to put in the list. You had to
Yo,
say a
this
movie.
We are cooked, dude.
Anyways, what happened earlier, eh? You know? It's
Yo, so-
Sunday, the day of our
it's-
Lord, day of
Of
rest.
course. Well, today, Monday, the day the episode's releasing, it's Memorial Day. So I don't know about you, Jacob, but I have the day off.
Of course I have the day off.
Oh, okay. Of course. So,
What am I going to do with all the
to-
beer?
Huh? Huh? No, so we were kind of able to get away with recording on Sunday. We pushed it back. And so about
pushed
an
it back.
hour ago ish, about an hour 2 hours ago. 2?
Yep. Yeah, it took
2
us that
hours.
long to get back on the rails. Yeah.
2 hours ago, we set out on a quest to record this episode, right? And we're getting ready. We were like in a call for like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, goofing off as always. And then just randomly, sunny, beautiful blue sky day, power goes out. Dude, power goes out. So this is where
Nosferatu.
dude, literally. This is the point, right, where you start pooping pants. Because
Nah.
everything is technically done on my end, if that makes any sense. Not, you know this, Jacob. I'm speaking to the listeners. Everything's kind of done on my
I
end.
had no idea.
Yeah, right.
I just show up.
No, so like to do the video stuff, it's all done on my side. And we never set Jacob up to be able to do it himself, just in case something happened. Because we have somehow, I swear, if we don't make it to 100 without I mean, if we don't make it to 100, yeah, without missing an episode. If we make it to 100 and we miss an episode, I'm gonna be mad, is what I'm trying to say. If we don't make it to 100, that math.
The goal
know?
is 100, no misses.
No
Right?
misses.
100%
Minimum.
accurate.
Minimum.
What's the difference between
Yeah.
accuracy and precision?
I don't know.
Well, our science teacher would have slapped you with a book.
I was gonna make a joke. Which, I mean, the elementary school one?
The
Middle
only
school
one that we're both thinking about, probably.
Bald or goatee?
Second to latter.
You like all I knew bald or goatee?
That guy used to get so mad. He'd ask questions like that, and if you didn't give
Oh.
some like elaborate answer as to why it could be both,
Elaborate.
dude,
Yeah.
the
Yo. High school science teacher? Suck a butt. I'm just saying. Like, we were high school students, and he was expecting, like, doctorate degree answers
that's
from
okay.
juniors.
That's
Like-
okay. That's
like,
okay.
What? You know,
You don't raise
okay.
your hand, man. You
I
wait
guess.
for the guy in the class that likes to waste time to raise his hand. I had people like that in my class where they would literally
Sick.
just debate with the teacher for about 30 minutes after he asked one question, and then he'd be
See,
like,
he totally
"Oh,
would. He would fall into that. He 100%
Oh,
would just
100%.
to prove a
100%.
point.
Yep, 100%.
That's
Every
crazy.
time. Every
Anyways.
time.
Back to the power situation, right? Power went out.
Tursla.
Jacob's not set up on his end to record the podcast. He can record audio. He actually has all of that set up. Like we
I
did
could
set
record
that up.
video.
You
I
can
could
record, it.
record
But it would just straight up be your webcam.
No, it would be a repeating scroll of me on the wagon at the start of Skyrim.
Dude, I'm scared. So, started doo-dooing a little bit, right? At a bare minimum, Jacob would have been able to record the episode and put it out. It would have been fine. Wouldn't have
Would've been
missed an
great.
episode. Yeah, it would have
Would've
been
been
great. You guys, you would have just missed me, which, I mean, you know, whatever. Whatever. Could you imagine? You won't even start an episode, and then the whole
I could do it.
episode's
No,
you.
see, the whole vibe would be different. The whole vibe would be different.
How would it be different?
The crutch would be gone, dude. It'd be like me jumping on one foot with my
That's yeah,
other
you're right.
foot wrapped in a cast.
He said, "Get it done."
I would make it work. I would make it work.
So, power's out, right? I'm chilling. I had nothing going on, and our neighborhood is really bad for cell service. I whipped out one of these bad boys, and I was just jamming. And Kristen,
Dude, we couldn't even
checked-
get like a video call through our phones
No.
to work.
Yeah, literally. I kept asking. I was like, "Can you hear me at all? Like anything?"
No.
And no,
I
I
couldn't.
never got a response. So, Kristen checked her phone and it said the power was going to be out until 7. All right. It managed to come back way before 7, so that's pretty cool. And then after the power came back on, come to find out, here we go. Ready? We were due for a scheduled blackout. And nobody knew. And no-
was
Wait,
it
wait, hold on,
was it
hold on,
a solar flare blackout? Was that
No,
what it was?
because it's apparently the West Bank of Louisiana is using too much power.
Oh, well, turn off your freaking
So, dude, listen.
robot vacuums.
Dude, so here's the thing though, right? It's a scheduled blackout, but nobody informed us that there was a scheduled blackout. If I'd have known a week ago, easy peasy lemon squeezy, I'd have worked around it. Everything in the house would have been shut off instead of just ripping its guts out.
No,
you
see,
know?
that's the goal. So they shut off all the
guess.
things that everybody's wasting power through, and then they don't even think to shut it off or turn it back on when the power comes back on, and it's just killed.
Everything came back on. So my washer, I was like, oh man, I don't know how long the washer was on. Guess what? I went and looked. It turned back on by itself. at the same spot in which it shut off.
Are we sure?
100%. I got a pretty
Hey, you
smart
know-
washer. I
You
got a
know?
smart washer, dude. It's a washer
That's
and a
fine.
dryer.
Whoa.
Welcome to the future, baby.
Whoa.
So yeah, scheduled blackouts. They're a thing now, apparently, I guess. So coming to a city near you, Jacob, watch
I
out.
probably already have them, dude.
And
The
yeah,
amount
like,
of
every
times I've
time-
been woken up at like 4 a.m. with
gonna
my
say.
lights and everything blinking on.
And the power was out for like legitimately 30 minutes.
Oh, mine's
maybe?
like a blink. Mine's out and then back on.
Yeah. I mean, there were 7,000 people, I think it said. 7,000 people without power. And like
Man.
one of the I don't congressmen, not Congress, I don't know what the heck they're called. City councilman, that's his title. He straight up took
Yeah.
to Facebook and was like, the West Bank uses like the least amount of power in the whole New Orleans metropolitan area, and somehow they had to take the brunt of the blackout. Like he was like, "Nah, we're not doing this." And this is a newly elected guy, so he about to like flex his muscles. So
Heck yeah.
tight. I'm excited. Fix it, dude. Fix it, you know? At least warn a guy, dude. Like, warn me. You know how mad I'd be? I mean, thank God I got everything
That
hooked up
costs
to
like $3,000 in
Dude.
taxes to warn the people. Kidding me?
yeah, oh, probably more than that. But, and then they're like, well, it's a moot
You
point.
want
We're not
warnings, they're
saving
gonna
anything.
raise your taxes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so eventful start to recording today, which now leads me to guess what? We're still not going to fix recording on Sundays because we're still going to continue to do it at times. Can't do it next week, but I'm just
Oh,
letting you go
yeah.
ahead.
That's okay because I can't do it next week either.
It's sick. That's sick. But it definitely kind of kickstarted me into like, I need to give you all of this stuff so you're able to do it. So going forward,
I
we'll
think
be
I
fine.
have just about everything realistically. Unless things have
You-
changed.
No, you probably do. You probably do. Yeah. So, anyways, power went out. Scheduled blackout.
Shout
Guess
out,
what?
Shout out Tursla.
Warn a brother, you know? Warn a brother. Dude, you know what sucks? I got a right on the corner of my mouth, like literally where my lips meet, the top and bottom lip. I had a
Mhm.
pimple 2 days ago. A pimple right there. What's worse? There? The edge of your lip or like the crease of your nose?
Listen,
Those are like the worst possible spots to get a pimple. Which one's the worst? Like this one hurts so bad. Like it's pretty much gone now, but
I
dude,
don't know because I
Brother.
haven't really dealt with it in a while.
I mean,
Like, in
I'm
a
still
long
a
while.
pubescent little boy, so
Look at me.
look at me.
Yeah, but I don't get hair or pimples around here. I get maybe an
Look
ingrown
at me.
hair, but even then, it's like,
Nah, pimple right at the crease of the mouth.
yeah, I
Nothing
don't
was
get those
cheeks.
like ever.
Cheeks,
But
dog.
when I did when I was younger, I think the nerves here in this area might be
They call
far
that
more
something.
painful.
This area of your face. They call I can't. And the word triangle.
Well,
but it's
when they
like,
look
it
at
might
me,
be
they
like,
call this area pretty ugly. That's beside the point.
dude, no. I wanted to
call
say
this
the
area-
death triangle. It's not the death
they call
triangle
it-
though.
Big, like Tom
Dang.
Hanks movie.
Big. No, it's because you have a ton of nerve endings right in this vicinity of your face. So like,
I mean, I believe it.
dude, you straight up could pop a pimple and end up in the hospital.
I don't know about that, man. I blew my
Look.
face out, and it
Yeah, it
hurt
wasn't in the triangle.
momentarily.
It wasn't in the triangle.
Whoa,
It's got to be in the
okay.
triangle. It's got to be in the
Oh,
triangle.
I missed the mark
You did. You did.
by half an
You did?
eye.
By half an eye. Yeah, dude. Yeah. So I mean,
That's fine.
yo, shout out, acne, dude. Everybody's got it. Everybody's got it. I never had like really bad acne, like, and like, I get pimples every once in a while. Like every once in a blue moon, I'll get a pimple, and then I'm like, all right, whatever.
My dilemma is that my skin will get so dry sometimes, but the second I use lotion, that's when I get a pimple.
You need to wash your face then. Dude.
I do. I wash my face every
Okay.
day. That's the thing. I wash my face every day. Every day. Wake up every morning, 6 a.m., wash my face. I'm not kidding. It's only when I use lotion.
It's
And it's like my beard will get dry.
fantastic.
And I can't put anything on it.
That's go crazy.
I don't
dude.
know.
Drink more water. What did John Bellion say? Take a deep breath. Drink water, dude.
I do. I do.
Take a deep
if
breath,
I
drink
didn't, I
water.
would collapse at work.
Yeah, valid argument. Valid argument. You know,
How'd we get here?
we've talked about on this podcast. I think we spent an entire episode talking about the boy band Brockhampton. Right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We spent an
Oh.
entire episode talking about the boy band of boy bands, Brockhampton.
Yeah.
And if you're new, right? If you're new and you're listening to this, then you don't know who Brockhampton is, you're just
I bet you do.
using the word, I mean the name, I mean the phrase boy band very lightly. Technically they are a boy band.
It was a
right?
band of boys. What do you mean?
It was a band of boys. But it's not the boy bands you are accustomed to. But Brockhampton broke up what? 3 years ago now?
I think
Was
it
it
was
22?
like, yeah,
21?
20. It was probably 21 or 22. Because I remember
Look at
during COVID
that.
they did like technical difficulties. I think 22 or 23. It must have been 22.
22
family.
is when, yep, 22. So they broke up in 22. That was the last album. And then now Kevin, out of nowhere, the front man of Rockhampton, if you will.
Brockhampton.
Brockhampton. He's been teasing, like he's just been like flavoring the internet with like, he was like talking about, you know, what if we brought Brockhampton back or made like a sequel to Brockhampton, right? And then he was like, no, we're not doing that because Brockhampton was like a once in a lifetime thing type deal. But then Kevin is releasing an album. Kevin on his
Mhm.
own, or at least a project. Is it an album?
It's Blush.
It's Blush. Hey, I'm gonna say a project because
That's all we know.
I don't know. But he straight up got he been dropping pictures with him and Amir, dude.
Well, yeah, I knew that.
Dude.
Him and Amir.
Dude.
I mean, did you
Dude.
think it was gonna end?
Dude. If Kevin does an album or it just has a couple one song with Amir, it's gonna go hard. It's gonna
Yeah.
go hard.
I mean, maybe
Hard.
after that last thing Kevin Abstract put out, before his hiatus to make this album.
Yeah, what was that? What was
Fever
that?
Dream.
That's-
That's what that was.
Dude,
I
yeah,
think it
I
was
don't
The Moment or Missed the Moment. That was like February.
What was that? Dude?
I don't know.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah,
yeah.
no, that one killing me. I like thinking about that. Like everything else, like Brockhampton aside, like all of Kevin's albums, like that he's done and released,
Mm-hmm.
I loved Kevin's albums. Like Kevin can make music 100%. Had a super massive influence on the sound of Brockhampton.
Yeah.
Goes to take a break, and right before he does so, drops the hottest dookie of 23, dude. Like, brother. Steaming pile of
Oh.
doo-doo. Like,
You know,
and I
sometimes
love
you just-
Kevin. I love Kevin.
Sometimes you just don't hit. You
I'm
know, sometimes you just don't hit it. The mark ain't there. Dude, he was
I don't-
looking backwards.
I don't even know I don't know what mark he was shooting at, dude.
I don't know. You must have missed it in the moment.
I mean, the moment. So, needless to say, dummy excited to see what's happening. I hope to hear him here on Kevin's album. I hope.
I'm big meh. I'm like,
Are
meh.
you? Are
I'm
you?
like, yeah. I feel like when Brockhampton was around, it pushed it pushed Kevin to make new sounds, and I feel like now he's
Yeah.
fallen into a groove that I personally don't vibe with. It's
You
just
know,
it's
dude.
very very high pitched auto tune
Yeah.
that which was cool on some songs, right? On
Yeah.
some songs.
Yeah. Because there were definitely some Brockhampton songs that had that for sure. But
Yeah.
it was good.
But
A little flavorful, you know what I'm saying?
that was also 2017.
Yeah. Yeah.
Things have changed, man.
Dude, can we just take a second to just like talk about how unbelievably excited I actually am for Quadeca's new album?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Absolutely. That the first two songs off that?
dude. Oh yeah, both Godstain and
Woo!
Monday.
Woo!
Dude, I'm really excited. And it's so weird.
Used to be, yeah. He used to sound
Can't like that's one of those artists where it's like I can't believe I'm saying I'm excited for this. Because I there was not a single point in time that I was like down with SoundCloud rap at all. At all.
What do you mean? Shut up.
What?
Yes, you
Who?
were.
Who?
Ah!
Chance? Oh, yeah, you're right. No. Dude, Chance, Juice dropped in like 2011. Get out of here, dude. No, that was way before SoundCloud rap. Chance was dropping album, dude. His what?
Chance owns SoundCloud.
Yeah, you're right.
Shut
No,
up.
Chance did like 14. What is it? 10 Day. The 10-day mixtape came out so long ago. He was way before SoundCloud.
He was probably on Bandcamp, wasn't he?
Probably, dude. Let's see. Let's see, because I don't know when 10 Day actually released. It was a long time ago, though, for sure.
Ah, Dat Piff. What a
Oh,
fart.
it was. I mean, yeah, he definitely dropped it on Dat.
It was.
I could have told you
Yeah,
that.
April 3rd, 2012.
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say. I was like, what? Because SoundCloud didn't start popping up until like
Listen, Dat Piff
2015.
is just the beginning of SoundCloud.
Dude,
That's all it is.
You
What
know
do
how
mean?
many? You know how
What do you
many
mean?
great like I went back after hearing Caroline by Amine. Amine had like 2 mixtapes prior to
Yeah, what happened
him
to
dropping
Amine,
that.
dude? I'm not.
I
I'm
listened.
not
I've
vibing with
listened to
that
the
new
album. I've listened to it 3 times. Admittedly, I've listened to it like from front to back 3 times, and I'm not gonna say like it's not bad, and it's not clubby the whole album, but it's like
It's 90% club, 5% throwaways, and 5% what I expected.
that's kind of how I felt about it, honestly. Like I don't know.
It just is one big. It's like the way
I'm not-
Tyler did "Call Me If You Get Lost" as like a flex album. This was Amine's version of that, and it just didn't come
hit.
off right.
Like
It was such a change from like all of his other music, and then just like the matter of the music. This album, just like
yeah. Dude, there's a whole song
n-
about just like him doing like I don't know if it's him just talking about
There's-
drugs. Just
yeah.
talking about
There's
drugs. And I'm like
there's no song on there that I'm like, man, I want to listen to this one, but I
There
can
wa-
go to like 1.5.
oh,
I want to listen to this one. I
Dude.
go to Good For You. I want to listen to
Dude.
this one.
dude,
But just
Limbo
about everything after that, I'm not
2.5?
even big on Limbo. I'm not. I think Limbo is where it started happening. Limbo is where it
No.
started happening. Yep.
Yes,
it is.
The album where it started happening was when he dropped the album with
Oh yeah,
Kate Renata.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, that guy
uh,
ruined music, dude.
no, I love Kate Renata's music.
Yeah, but
Uh,
Kate Renata sounds like everybody now. Everybody
but
sounds like Kate
Kate
Renata.
Renata's had this sound for years.
Okay, but so did clubs in the early 2000s.
Yeah. Straight up, yeah. But I
can
this.
make a beat thump to the BPN too. BPN.
That's- the BPN? VPN?
This episode.
No. But nor
BPN.
No. No, Limbo definitely was not the album because I mean, dude, he had some really hard songs on Limbo. Like, go back and listen to Woodlawn. Go back and listen to Woodlawn.
I personally think
Dude,
that's
Shimmy?
where his sound started to drift from
His sound.
underproduced to overproduced.
I mean, 100%. 100%.
But that's just my
I'm
opinion.
definitely,
You know, enjoy
I'm
Amina.
there.
I like Amina's older music. I like it a lot.
I mean,
I won't be listening to the new album a whole lot, but I can appreciate it. I can hope that it does well.
At 2.5, even 2.5, there's some songs on there that I'm a fan of. Like, Colors was good. Charmander is good.
I didn't listen to 2.5 like at all.
Van Gogh was tight. That was pretty much it. But then, so what I did was after I listened to 13 Months of Sunshine, I listened to it twice. And then I went back and I listened to the Kate Ramine album. And I was like,
recycled?
It was like it felt like the entire
it took you 2 years to make a recycled album?
It literally felt like the same.
Here's something funny. I've put on a Kate Renata song the other day, and then the next one played, and I thought it was the one before it.
Dude. No. No. Cooked.
But
dude.
you know, I like club bangers. I love club bangers.
I like
You put me in a club
too. I've never been in a club in my life. Not that dude just tweaking, dude. Yeah. I wasn't,
dude.
I've
Seventh
listened to
Element?
it 3
Vitus?
times.
Vitus?
Oh, dude. Killing it.
Yeah.
No, but like, I'm not gonna act like I didn't enjoy it because I listened to it 3 times, and I listened to it 3 times just to be like, do I like this or am I not having it? And I enjoyed the album, but it is the whole album it didn't feel like it had a beginning, a middle, and an end. It just felt like
it just sounded like the same track the whole time, but kind of transitioning. It sounded like a
little bit.
soundtrack, but
kind
not.
Yeah.
I don't know, it didn't have personality. If that
dude,
makes
take me
sense.
back to
It-
Red Mercedes. Take me back to Red Mercedes, dude.
Whoop, whoop, weep.
His beats back in the day were like sick,
Underproduced.
dude.
They were
Sick.
underproduced.
And
But it was
1.5
cool.
was crazy.
Yeah.
1.5
I
was
don't know, man. I don't know, man.
tough.
I
Let me
like
just-
Amine, but listen, this is how it happens with everybody, right? If it doesn't stick, you fade out. You fade out. Hey, Kevin Abstract.
Like
This better be good.
so an artist that did it really well, in my personal very unprofessional opinion, is Gambino. Dude,
Well,
like, dude.
yeah, because his music got better as he put albums out.
Because the internet will forever just, I mean, that album just came out at the most like perfect, well, when I heard it, it was just like the most perfect time for me to hear that album, and it just stuck with me, like it really did. But you go from, because the internet, right, and then you release Awaken My Love, and you just straight up did a whole like I mean he did a whole album that was nothing like any of his other music whatsoever.
Good.
But it was so good.
Yep.
It was insane.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Even
He made a good album off of things that weren't the same over and over and over
yeah,
and
well, yeah.
over.
But
It
then like
was a very abstract album. It was. At the end of the day, it was.
oh yeah, it was. But I think his most like that whole album was very it was like I said unlike anything he had done before. Like completely across the board. The whole album, I'm talking front to back, was unlike anything
Oh,
he'd
yeah.
ever done. But then he followed it up with Ada Vista, right? Formerly, you can't remember the name. It was just a
Yeah.
date.
3/15/20 or something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember, but even when I listened to Ada Vista the first time around, that to me that was the album that I was like, it was tight, but there's like 3 songs on there that I liked.
See, I disagree.
But wait, when I don't know. I don't know what happened because when he finally released
It got leaked initially, I believe. So
when he
I
released
think it all ended out.
yeah, the full album that is now known as Ada Vista, the whole thing, and I like listened to it again. I was like, no, this the entire dude. Ada
There are
Vista
songs
was
missing
insane.
off of Ada
Dude.
Vista from the original release that I was really butthurt got removed.
See, I gotta go find him now because I gotta listen to it again because like To Be Hunted is absolutely insane. Ada
Yep.
Vista is insane. Littlefoot Bigfoot, insane. Why Go to the Party? Insane.
Oh, see, there's an extended
Human
version of Why Go
Sacrifice?
to the Party
Dude.
on the original,
Like-
with this sweet piano and whatnot.
dude, the whole
Wrong.
I mean, I just named off half the album. Like the violence was great. Final Church
Oh yeah,
is like
dude.
literally one of my
I
favorite.
feel like Ada
Gambino
Vista
songs.
should have been his last album.
Like,
It feels like
no.
Ada Vista would have been the best end to Gambino as a
I-
whole. With Final Church, are you kidding me?
That's okay. That's valid. That's
Are you
valid.
kidding me?
But yeah, dude. Final
Because
Church
Ada
is
Vista just
so
sounds like an
good.
ascension through outer space.
It was,
So you go from the New World with all that alien stuff, and then you have Ada Vista where it just sounds like a journey through space. Would have been a
banger.
banger to end off
Bang,
Gambino. Are you
dude.
kidding me?
But
kidding me?
I loved Bando Stone.
Bando Stone was good. Where's that movie?
Dude.
Please don't be
Where's the
dying. Please don't be
Yeah,
dying.
Right, please don't be dying, dude. I swear. Like, dude, I got tears ready to come out. Like, because has he said anything since?
I don't know. He's in a Casey Frey video. That's 21
Oh.
Savage.
Sick, dude. Sick. No, like, yeah, Bando Stone was great. Lithonia was great. Dude, Steps
Yeah.
Beach, Real Love in the Night,
And the thing with
Yoshinoya.
Bando Stone was it felt
Dude.
like the universe that because the internet was in, and like
Yes.
same with that EP which had like
Kawhi.
Kawhi and
Dude,
it was
Kawhi was
like the
so
other half of it too, but it all
good.
felt like it was still in that same universe.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas like Awaken My Love and Ada Vista did not.
Oh, yeah, not at all. Not at all.
But man, you haven't seen Guava Island yet, have you?
No, I need to.
You got to watch it because that kind of gives you an idea of how I think Bando Stone would have been, and it would have been tight with
I
that
hope
soundtrack.
I really hope
Because
he finishes the
he
movie.
he performs, I think, Summertime Magic or Feels Like Summer in Guava Island,
Dude,
and that's so sick. Wow, it's so sick.
Gotta watch
You
it.
gotta watch it. Yep.
gotta watch it.
I think
What
it's
am
on Amazon.
doing?
Dude, speaking of movies, hold on a minute.
He said, "Time out. Hold up, brother." What?
Why is Kevin Smith just such a great movie maker?
Oh.
I
Oh,
watched
yeah.
Tusk.
I forgot. Yeah.
I watched Tusk with Lindsay for the first time in probably a decade. Maybe, yeah. Because it came out in
Tusk hasn't
2014.
been out. Did it?
2014. Dude,
Dude, it feels like it
Watching
came out
that-
like 5 or 6 years ago.
watching that movie
What?
now,
Dude, you thought Human Centipede was wild? Go watch Tusk.
dude,
Go watch.
it's so slow and then it's not. Like,
And then it's 100%, and then it's not. Name a Kevin Smith movie that's not good though. Like
I can't. We watched Chasing
legitimately-
Amy the other night. Banger. Chasing
Phenomenal
Amy,
movie.
Great.
dude.
Ben Affleck. It's got everybody. The cast is huge. The cast is massive.
Dude,
Why is it every Kevin Smith movie has like an
Just
insane
stacked.
cast of people and everybody's like, that movie's
Stacked.
okay. That movie's
Yeah,
only
right.
okay.
But
Dude.
then they keep coming back. They all keep coming back.
And
Even
everybody's
those
like,
movies- dude,
well, I mean, it's Kevin
it's
Smith.
Kevin Smith.
So
Dude, like, I don't know. Like,
we're gonna watch Mallrats. So I think we're gonna watch Mallrats because we watched Chasing Amy, and I was like explaining how these characters are intertwined with everything. Basically, like Brody isn't in Chasing Amy, but he's in Chase
yeah,
Bob
dude.
talking about Banky.
yeah, and Mallrats, dude. Like,
Yep.
dude.
Yeah, I love it. It's such a you can tell Kevin Smith
That's
when he
okay.
makes movies. That's what I was saying to Lindsay. You can tell he loves making movies, and it's like
Oh, he lives for
thinks
it.
so much about
Lives for it.
the movie, not
Oh, yeah.
to make it like you got to think deep or anything, but it's like everything is set up.
Oh, yeah.
perfectly for those, like every time.
Dude.
And they got George Carlin and Jane Silent Bob. I didn't realize at all when I was younger watching that
Yeah,
movie.
but dude,
and then
Hitchhiking?
I watched like
Hitchhiker?
5 Carlin specials a while back, and then I went to
You were
watch
like-
Jane Silent Bob, and I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
dude.
that's who that old trucker is, dude."
Dude. It's so I don't understand. Like, yeah, his it doesn't matter that like his movies don't absolutely blow up. Like he has such
It's
He
a
has
crazy.
such
It's
a
like
cult
Tarantino
following.
cult like following.
100%.
That's like it's like underground.
yeah,
Tarantino.
yeah, literally. And it's just like yeah, his movies might not do crazy well, but every
I don't think
single
that's the
one of
goal
his,
though. It's
dude.
to entertain, and it does.
But
It does.
every single one of these movies just has a stacked cast.
Insanely stacked,
All of them.
and for like the
Dude.
tiniest budget.
Dogma's cast was
Oh, I-
insane.
Dogma comes out in theaters the 5th of next month. Dude.
Oh,
Dogma.
why? That's so
Dogma.
sick. It's so
There's an IMAX right down the road.
that's sick.
I gotta go.
He said, "I gotta go."
Yeah.
yeah.
I-
No.
Love Kevin Smith. Lindsay surprisingly likes these
That's-
movies too, somehow,
Hey.
some way.
Hey, dude. And like I said, Tusk is that's the one that
If
is-
you can watch
that's-
Tusk, you can get through anything, pretty much.
And-
Yup.
Shout out Justin Long, dude.
Yo, shout out Justin.
But
Long,
also,
dude.
maybe not. Anyways,
Yeah, I don't know. That's wild, dude. Listen, I'm gonna say this: if you haven't seen Tusk, you don't know what Tusk is. As we're talking about it, that movie is definitely not for the faint of heart.
it's the most obscure thriller movie.
Dude. I mean, like,
I don't even know if you could categorize it as a thriller. It's just like
body
freaky.
horror,
Freaky. Freaky deaky.
Like, yeah, that movie's. That's the one outlier for Kevin Smith that it's just like its own thing, like 100%.
That's what he said. He's got his
it's
own
its own thing.
podcast that I've been listening to recently with his daughter.
Oh, that's sick.
And
Tight.
yeah. But yeah.
Wasn't she in one of his movies?
She was in Tusk
Oh yeah,
with
Yeah.
Lily Rose Depp.
yeah,
And
okay,
Johnny
that's-
Depp.
I was like,
Johnny Depp's in Tusk as
Why?
the freaking investigator, dude.
Why? Like, that's like, dude. I love Kevin Smith.
Like, how do you do that?
I love Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
I really hope to be able to visit the comic store one day. Even though comics,
Oh,
we've talked
yeah.
about it. Comics are not my thing, but like being able to visit the store, I mean, dude,
Dude.
Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. That's like if I end up out that way, I'm definitely going out of my way to go there. 100%.
Yeah, you won't catch me in New Jersey.
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 Yeah, no, that's like I said, Tusk is not for the faint of heart. But if you've never watched
Chasing Amy's
Kevin,
great.
dude, yeah, if you've never
That's
watched,
like greatly reviewed.
I was gonna say Chasing Amy probably is the most calm Kevin Smith movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like if you want comedy, maybe do Dogma.
I mean, well, like Clerks is pretty calm for the most part.
Clerks
is.
actually had really good reviews when I was looking, surprisingly, because it was like black and white and it's
We talked
very
about
low budget.
It was
Because it was cheaper to make it black and white, wasn't it?
way cheaper.
20 grand.
No,
20
no.
grand to make that movie.
It wasn't cheaper to be black and white. It was cheaper to not have lighting.
Oh,
why
that's
they
what it
filmed it
was.
in black
Yeah.
and white. Yeah, dude, we talked about that. I went pretty in depth on that a while back. I can't. Yeah, I
That might
could
have
not
been when
tell
we
you
were
what
talking about
episode.
the Logic movie.
No. This was like, this was probably last year at some point.
Oh.
For sure. This like we spent the whole episode talking about like Kevin Smith for the most part.
Well,
talking about all
shout out
sorts of-
Kevin Smith. I
Dude.
rewatched some of them movies in there.
Cooked. Dude, cooked.
I see
Love Kevin
Last
Smith.
of or Naughty Dog on our list. Naughty Dog, you suck. Next item on the list. VR is cool. Dude,
What just happened? What
Naughty
just
Dog
happened?
hands down. Naughty Dog hands down. Pooh!
Dude. What happened?
Neil Druckmann just defecated all over it.
Dude. Are you talking about the second season of The Last of Us?
I'm talking about all of it. All of it.
Why?
You played the first game, right?
Yeah?
You remember how the first game ends? Spoiler alert, it was a decade plus ago. Ellie
Yeah.
doesn't die, right?
Duh, because the second game is
these-
her.
Right, because the assumption is that they're just going to kill her and they're probably not going to make a cure because this has happened dozens of times. Neil Druckmann the other day came out and was like, nah, the idea is that they would have made a cure. So the whole thing of Joel saving Ellie was basically he just ruined everything.
Oh,
all
he outright
because-
said that.
Yeah. Yeah. Killed it.
Why
The
would-
season
why would
finale
he
is
even say it?
tonight. I'm not going to watch it. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'll
Why
probably
would he
watch
say
it.
that?
Because he hates happiness. I don't know. He's French.
What? Dude, like, I mean, that was
Why?
like part of the
It could have been
mystery, right?
nothing. It could have
That was a part
It
of
could
the
have been nothing.
mystery,
well,
dude.
Well, guess what? They also put the end of The Last of Us 2 video game in the first or in the second season of the game. And the show is not over. The
Huh?
game is not over at this
Oh,
point.
time out.
They put
hold
the
up,
very
hold up,
end.
Hold up. There's no way.
They put the very end of
And
the
they're-
because hear me out. I'll explain this perfectly. Because they wanted to make one more season for the show. Have you played the second game? You played the second game? Well, hear me out. You played the second game though, right?
Yes.
So at one point,
You're talking the very end. The very end,
Yep. Now I'll get to it. Hear me out. This is why Naughty Dog sucks so much.
dude.
So at some point in planning the next season of the show, season 2, they had this huge long Last of Us Part 2 to go through. They said, okay, we're going to put in a bunch of crap filler for season 2. All of it. And guess what? We're also going to take the very end of The Last of Us 2 because we don't want people to forget that Joel was a character and that he had this whole thing going on with Ellie in the first part of the game. We're going to put the very end scene at the the pre-finale of the season so nobody misses out on that scene from way later on.
Dude, the amount of impact from that scene for that
It
game.
is impactful even, but the thing is that with The
It's-
Last of Us Part 2, you're going through the whole game not knowing what this whole thing with Ellie and Joel was. You don't get any closure on anything until you go through this whole like shredding of the wolves and all that. And then you get to the end and you see this last dialogue with Joel and Ellie, but they were like, I guess they're gonna change the end? I don't know. I don't know.
If they
because
end off,
the
if
season
they
ends
end off-
tonight and the end of the game
more
was
seasons.
last Sunday.
2 more seasons, dog. 4 seasons of this show. So
Yeah, because now
what are they gonna
right?
do? How are you gonna do 2 more seasons? I understand one for
there's
sure.
there's one 30-second part of the end of the game that wasn't in this episode. That is after the porch talk with Joel, which I'm not gonna say
Okay,
anything beyond that.
But no.
Hear me out. Hear me out. How are you gonna? What are they gonna do to Joel now? Because literally, like, the dialogue parts that are throughout the game have all basically been jumbled into one episode, and now, like, next season's just gonna be crap ratings because we
second
both
half.
know what happens. We
Yeah.
both know what happens. Nobody's gonna watch. Nobody's gonna watch.
Oh,
Nobody's
they
gonna
made a mistake, dude. What are they doing?
They were probably like,
Dude.
Bella Ramsey's getting too much grief. We gotta make the the next season not either of these characters.
Dude, like,
If you
Well,
play
it's a-
the game, you get it. You
Dude,
get it. I know you
but-
get it.
if you're playing it, that's what I meant by, like, that scene was so impactful because you went through all of this, like all of
It
this.
mirrored the first game very well in the sense of going from point A to go and point B and like just like a whole story was built up to that point, and then you get to the end and the whole thing gets shut down. And in the second one, it basically happens again.
That's
But instead of doing that and leaving with this weird closure, they just were like, nah, we're just going to end basically the whole thing right in this season. And then we're going to use the next season for this other story. And then season 4 is going to be the 2 stories coming together. But I don't know what the end's going to be now. Because you know how the game goes.
because if they end prior
What
to
if they
the
don't end it?
if they end if they end it prior to, I'm gonna say this, if they end it prior to no if they
There's
end it
no there's
wait I'm trying to think of a good way to say this without spoiling anything, dude. If they end it with
the wide shot of
Nope,
the,
wait.
the window into the woods.
no if they
'Cause that's how it
end
ends.
yeah, well, yeah. But what's the
So-
point at that? What's the point?
Exactly. How are they going to get?
That's what
How
I'm
are they
saying.
even going to get to this? How are they even going to get to this
end
point?
the show with starving Ellie? That's the best way I can put it. That sequence. If they end it with that sequence, you lost me. There's no
I don't think.
there's no
I don't
way,
know.
dude.
I
There's
don't
no
know.
way.
I don't know because doing what he did, I don't think that they could ever like get to that point. I don't see it getting to that point. I see it not even making it past season 3. Like,
I mean, The Witcher's made it as far as it has, so I mean, it already got clocked for 4 seasons, so I mean, it's there.
I guess Rings of Power is still cooking too. So.
And I have still not watched the second season, dude.
I'm just like, I'm so disappointed that
Why
Neil
would he
Druckmann.
say that?
But also, the thing is that apparently there was some
Ah.
whole debacle with one of the original writers for the games that he like got cut, and ever since Neil Druckmann's ideas have just been like. So I don't know. All I
That's a
know is
tough
that they
cookie to
took the
crumble.
end of the second game and they put it in the second season before they even reached that point in the story. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Because right now they're in Seattle, right?
It's good for
And-
me. It's good to know that the season finale tonight, because that means I can just start watching it and actually just catch up.
And yeah, because the next season is going to be
I mean, we know what it's gonna be.
But when? When is it
Oh.
gonna be? When is it gonna
you're
be?
right.
When is it gonna
yeah,
be?
You're right. yeah, you're
They
right.
didn't even make it to like. Oh man, oh, so stupid, so stupid. You're killing me.
Dang.
You're killing me.
Dang.
Without Pedro, who cares?
Jacob just straight up said, "On to the next topic," and then somehow just ranted
I had to.
for
I
10
had to explain
minutes.
to you because. Well, you would you
Dude.
would understand if I explained it, so I needed to explain it
Yeah.
because it makes no sense. Makes 0 sense.
Meh, dude. That's where I'm at right now. Meh.
But VR,
Not Jacob. Lindsay.
Lindsay the other day was like, "I think I want VR,"
That's sick.
and I
That's sick.
said, "For what?"
What? For what?
But she's been super into No Man's Sky for like
Dude, shout out No Man's Sky though.
basically just this year.
It's because No
She-
Man's Sky is
she-
phenomenal.
She got to the center of the universe or galaxy on permadeath,
Which is
Like-
insane. by
and
the
she
way.
she got all the trophies on survival. So she platinumed the game. Survival too.
Wow, dude.
And then yesterday, yesterday we went to Best Buy, got that PSVR bundled with Horizon. Dude,
I haven't played Horizon. I got no interest in it. Sorry.
no, I didn't like the first Horizon game because the camera's over the left and autism or something. I don't know. I can only do right shoulder camera angles, or my brain says this sucks. And it
That's
did.
like, you ever
And
play
I'm
one
not
of
the
those
only one
games?
because the
Dude.
second game came out, and guess what? They
Yo.
added a toggle for it.
Dude, here's the thing, right? You ever play one of those games where, like, by default, the flying controls are inverted?
Inverted?
Why?
Get out of
What
here.
do you-
What is this? Battlefront 2?
Dog, it's
Get out of
2025.
here.
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
Why is there even an option for inversion? They're just trying to
It
throw
makes
us
sense.
off.
No, it makes sense. Did you ever see how like somebody explained how the camera works for like controls like that? So like, all right, I'm gonna
Well,
use
isn't it
my,
just wide? So if this is your
No.
target and it does one of these?
no. So like, all right, your head, right? You're
Mm-hmm.
holding the character, the
Uh-huh.
whatever by the head, right? To look down, what do you have to do? Your hand has to rotate up. To look down,
Oh, I
look
guess.
up, your hand has to rotate down. Stupid, but
Okay, but hear me out. They couldn't have all
Stupid.
agreed on that one term and been like,
Yeah,
so this is how we're going to
stick
do it
with it.
forever.
Yeah, right. Just stick with it. Stick with
The
the
one
game
guy was
plan,
like,
dude.
no, I think if I hold it and I'd have to do this, the
Yeah.
camera should go.
I don't know, dude. I just work here. Yeah. So, how was the VR? I've used VR one time, and I played Skyrim. I was at
So
Dad's
that's got
house.
the point and click thing, right? That's where you
Dad
use
was he had been drinking
Oh, yeah. I mean,
with his
that's the-
boy.
that's
ended
the
up
best
puking
time
in
to
the
play
bathroom, dude.
Skyrim VR.
I was not drinking.
We don't need to air everybody's business out.
Hey,
Come
I
on.
just said his boy was
So
in the bathroom.
VR though,
dying.
yeah, VR bathroom dying for
Yeah,
sure.
That's
They said nausea kicked in from them goggles,
That's yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, dude.
dude, those controllers. Shout out PlayStation for not having enough ports to plug stuff in on the console.
What do you
They
mean?
have one USB hub on the front and one USB-C. You need the USB-C to plug the headset in so you can charge one handheld controller thing for the PSVR. And the USB ports on the back don't charge the controller, so they're basically shot. Yeah, I don't know. Plugged it in, nothing. Plugged into the other one, nothing. I said, all right.
Cooking.
Then,
Cooking,
so
dude.
charged it overnight. Shout out this. Dude, this came with a USB adapter,
That looks
USB-C
sick, though.
adapter.
That looks sick.
Plug that. Dude, look, it's got buttons on the side. It's got buttons on the side.
Dude, they're just
Nice
finding
guy.
new places to put buttons on controllers. This is
it's
crazy.
got A button
Dude,
here and a
what?
button here and a button here and a button here. It's got these trigger stop things. Like
Dude, I don't even know where my stuff
here?
is at this point. Like, I literally
shout out
don't know.
Scuff, dude.
I don't know. where it
swappable
is.
analog sticks. But anyways, VR.
Yep. VR.
Lindsay was in the spaceship.
Yep.
So initially it was the point and click thing, but I found out you could use the analog stick.
Tight. Because point
The
and
only
click
thing I
sounds
don't like about VR
gross.
is that some of them, like you use the right stick and it snaps the camera like in angles instead of like smooth. But so
Nobody
last
wants
night
that.
we were trying it out. I got on that thing.
Jacob said big brain energy.
Dude, to play the No Man's Sky.
Sup, dog?
Why did I just get brighter?
Jacob's killing it, dude. It's fine. It's fine. Jacob's just,
I don't even know what happened.
Jacob's Jesus. He came back, dude. Just a flash of light.
No, you know what happened? Logitech software crashed.
Sick, dude.
Here
We're
we
good.
go.
There we're good.
We're
But so,
back.
got in the spaceship.
Got in the spaceship. So to control that thing, you gotta grab the throttle and the control arm, and then you gotta push the throttle forward and pull the control arm back, and you launch off. And then you go into hyperdrive thingy. It feels like a roller coaster without air. It just like
without air.
and it's got vibration, haptic vibration in the helmet.
Stop.
In the helmet. And it's got pluggable like surround earphones that go into the thing.
Yo,
Crazy.
that's crazy.
Planets, massive. Planets are massive now.
Oh, it's probably
Like,
insane.
woo.
It's probably insane.
Definitely gave you me a headache. Will definitely 100%
Oh.
give you a headache.
Oh, no, I'd be puking guts. I'd
well,
be puking guts.
This morning I get
What?
up. I'm like, Lindsay's at work. I want to try that VR.
He
again.
says time to cook.
I was gonna play Resident Evil, and then when I turned it on, I saw the Horizon thing, and I was like, "Oh, heck yeah!"
Horizon?
I open Horizon. Yeah, there's a VR like game for it.
Okay. All right.
You start off in a boat in a river with
Tight.
this dude like standing tall in front of you, like it feels like a full person standing in front of you. There's somebody else paddling the boat, and there's these robotic like dinosaur things
Oh, yeah.
all along. You can grab just about everything in that game. There was an arrow like in the boat. I just yanked it out of the boat, waving it around. It's so
Sick.
weird. But you get into climbing and you gotta like, it's like Uncharted climbing where you gotta scale mountains and like grab individual pieces and like pull
That's tight.
yourself.
That's tight.
It's really cool. And then I got my bow, and you gotta reach back, grab your bow, reach back, grab your arrow, and lock in, dude.
That's
And when you
actually
fight these
sick.
robots, you get different hit points based on where you hit them. So like you shoot it right in the eye, does a bunch more damage. You gotta like get into combat and dodge while this thing's shooting stuff at you and jumping at you.
That's sick, dude.
It's intense. Right
No, I
now, I'm
believe
going through like a cave with a bunch of these watchers, and I have to like navigate. It's like stealth. You have to do stealth in VR. So they've got
Crouching?
their
Were you
blue.
crouching, dude? Were you
No,
crouching?
I'm
What a
sitting.
loser. What a
I'm sitting.
He said, no,
I'm-
I was
I believe-
stationary.
That dang red, white, and blue. You think I stand on days like today? It's a day of rest, ain't the day of walk. That's for sure, brother. But yeah, so I'm in this mine. Oh, and I could zip line. So you grab the rope and you just
Horrifying.
Dude,
Horrifying.
it's so cool because you look down, it's just water, like way down there, water.
Pass.
And you gotta jump. You gotta like grab the buttons and you gotta throw them back, and your guy will leap, and then it goes into slow motion. You gotta catch the ledge. It's so.
That's
cool.
actually sick, dude.
But man, an hour worth of that is like.
You need to get, what is it? You need to get the Walking Dead game. Is it Saints and Sinners?
Saints and Sinners. It's 40
Yeah.
bones for deluxe right now. I was looking at.
Dude, because that, like, I've watched a bunch of videos on that, and it just looks,
I know. I might get that tonight.
insane.
I might have to get that tonight.
like, I don't understand, like, all right, I can't name a good Walking Dead game. I mean, like,
Telltale?
aside from, well, no, I was gonna say aside from that, like, there's no other good. I mean, the Survival Instincts was trash.
Survival
Uh,
Instinct was fun
Trash.
for the jump scares.
It was
Like
so
when you're
trash.
navigating through a building and then you hear a zombie coming for you and you
Oh,
hear
yeah.
it like shuffling.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
it's a
I
little
mean, that's
like,
scary.
I
yeah,
know he's
yeah,
coming around the
that's-
corner. Oh, yeah, please stop. And he's like, even though you knew it's
That's
coming, you're
horrifying,
like,
yeah.
"Oh!"
I mean, yeah, 100%.
Well, it didn't
but-
suck that much then.
Yeah, you're right. Aside from that, though, sucked. The combat garbage. You sitting
Looked
there,
like
it's
Roblox.
it's grabbing you, and you're just like, you got that. You got to aim the reticle in the thing, otherwise you're just like.
All right, but we played the Wii.
I mean, yeah,
Right?
you're right. Yeah, you're right.
We
but
played
but
Raccoon.
dude.
What was that? The umbrella game where you're just first person?
Oh
and it's
yeah,
just going
the umbrella.
through corridors.
Was it Umbrella Chronicles? Yeah.
It might have been, yeah. Man,
Yeah.
we were killing that game.
No, it
though.
wasn't. Yeah, it was Umbrella Chronicles. Yeah, it was. But no, Saints and Sinners for The Walking Dead. I don't understand how
looks
more
fun.
people didn't talk about that. It looked insane.
It's VR. It's hard to get into. I can
I guess.
understand. It's really hard to adjust, and like, there's never a full, like, fully clear image coming through.
Yeah. And how big is the actual screen when you got the headset on? Because when I used
It's
the
pretty
first
big.
one, when I used the first PSVR headset, like, dude, it was really tiny. And like you could,
It's
I mean,
like-
like you had so much void around what you were
There's-
seeing.
So it only does that when you are in like the PlayStation home menu. It shows a big box, like a floating
Yeah.
box. But once you load in, full like immersion. Like I turn here, I'm looking left in the game. I turn here, I'm looking right in the game. There's no
So
black
everything,
space.
oh,
Everything's
there's
in there. There's no black space. Once you're in the
That's
game,
insane.
you're in the game. Yeah.
Dude, VR is
Yeah.
crazy now.
I was on
That's
the
insane.
ledge of cliffs on waterfalls, like looking down, like, ooh, grabbing stuff and just eating it. Just, I got some maracas. I was. Dude, they got tambourine in there. I don't even know why. I almost brought a maraca into a fight,
Sick.
dude. I was like,
Could you
no.
run in there, throw a maraca? Dude, it's all about surprise. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
Element of
yeah.
surprise.
I can't wait to see what that Resident Evil one's like, though. I also just want to see
Dude, good
more of
luck.
No Man's Sky because that was
No,
crazy.
I told you. I watched a video of a guy who was playing VR No Man's Sky, and he straight up was just like, he said he was like, it is. He was trying to describe his experience, and he said he was playing it for a long time, like hours, and he was like,
I could not.
he said that it brought him like a form of ego death, and he was just like, I
Yeah,
don't
dude,
understand.
play
He was like,
permadeath.
well, he was like, this is like playing this just kind of reinforced like the idea of us being in a simulation, is the way he put it.
Oh, dude, we are
He's like,
so
he said
deep
it's
in this
insane.
simulation. We are so deep in this simulation.
Could you imagine being in a simulation
fully
and
convinced. I'm fully
playing a
convinced.
simulation, dude? What a
I'm
loser.
pretty sure I've
No.
convinced Lindsay that we're living in a
What a
simulation. Because
loser.
I swear to God, every time I step outside, like clockwork, somebody else goes outside like it's a quick time event.
Quick time event. Yeah.
We literally joke that quick time events happen, but only when I'm around. It doesn't
What?
matter. Like, I get into a car. The second we leave, animal runs out in front of the car.
Dude, Jacob's just the main
It's-
character.
Jacob's the main
That's what
character.
Lindsay says. Don't say that stuff.
he
Don't say that stuff.
said, "Don't do it."
Don't say it.
He's the main character.
I'm gonna become the guy in Limitless. I'm gonna be
Oh no, that is not
standing
what
on
you
the
want.
edge of cliff.
Yeah, dude.
You can do it.
Dear God, no, dude. Absolutely not. That's
And
sick,
here we
though.
are.
I mean, like,
I also want to try Skyrim, obviously, but it can connect my PC. Dude, I'm about to get that shifter for Forza
Jacob's
and
straight up about to.
lock in.
Jacob's about to be a part of the next Forza documentary. Watch out. The
Next time
gamers
I'm
turning
on
actual
this-
drivers.
Next time I'm on this podcast, I'm just gonna be in VR. Big block.
That's it.
Reaching out to pick your nose.
That's it. Yeah, dude. Sick. No, I mean, it's crazy. Like, VR has definitely came a long way. Over the last 10 years, VR is insane.
I heard MetaQuest 4 is supposed to be coming out within the next year or two,
Yeah.
which I know the MetaQuest is an improvement on what PSVR does already. It's gonna be
Yeah.
smaller and slimmer, but it's not MetaQuest isn't for consoles, so it's just
Who
PC. When it does come out, if it's good, I might look into that one.
Who has the best VR headset?
Is it
I think
Is
it's
it
MetaQuest
Steam?
right now. No, I
The
think
ind-
it's MetaQuest. Like,
MetaQuest?
actually, I think overall MetaQuest
bought-
3 is the best one.
Oh wait,
Oculus?
Facebook bought Oculus, but is it the Vive? HTC?
Who
They
cares
have their
about
own
the
headset?
Vive?
I think, right?
Ah.
Dang, I don't know enough about VR. I genuinely
When
don't.
I looked into it, it was a toss-up between PSVR 2 and MetaQuest, and there was
Well, and
like
the fact-
some really fancy-looking one that looked like glasses. that-
Dude, the fact that the MetaQuest can run without a computer, like you can get the model that runs without a computer,
Oh yeah,
is
like
insane.
the
Insane.
Apple Pro Vision thing.
Yeah, pineapple Apple Pen, dude. Dude. Remember when Apple dropped the headset, dude?
The Vision Pro, you mean?
Yes. That's dude, get out of here.
You just wait. No, you wait. You wait.
Dude, it's straight up Wally.
Just wait, man.
Dude, ain't
It's
nobody
only a matter of time.
There was like a month where I saw videos of people wearing them. Never saw anybody outside wearing them
That's
I
because
live in
it's so
Louisiana.
expensive.
Poor.
That's the thing. It came out at the time where everybody was losing money. The economy was
That's-
literally just going into a hole, and they were like, "Here's
fine.
a $2,000 headset. Hey, bada bing, bada boom! But we got the new iPhone coming out in 4 months. Hey, bada bing, bada boom! Hey, just send it
Sick,
over
dude.
here. Send it over here."
Speaking of iPhone, right? I love my
Doo-doo?
Pixel. I love this phone.
You want a Samsung, don't you? you sicko?
No, I am heavily like I'm not buying a new phone anytime soon. But I'm heavily debating on switching to nothing. Like the phone, sorry. The phone, the brand, the phone, to the nothing.
Don't do that. Don't.
The phone
That is a niche
cooks.
phone. That's a nope.
It cooks, and that bad boy $300, dude. Like, what
Yes,
do you mean?
But this is the thing.
Cooks.
There's one good model of that phone, and then the next time they want to make a phone, it's not gonna be good, and it's gonna suck, and you're not gonna get software updates, and you're gonna be like, I just spent
That-
$400 on this phone,
That's
and
true.
now I have to get another one in 2 years because
So,
it's slow,
for the
it's not getting
operating system,
updated. There's no
yeah.
security updates. All my information's been hacked.
Dude, you know
I have
what?
nothing. I
have we
have
ever-
nothing.
Did we talk about that? He said I have nothing. Yeah, because the
Like the
Pixel-
brand.
Like yeah, the Pixel 7 is still like got guaranteed updates for the next like 5 years. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
The only
I'm
reason
good.
I'd update it is if like I went
If I
to
broke the phone.
The only reason I got this phone is because I went to Xfinity to get internet, and they were like, "We can
Yeah.
bundle it,"
And
and
it's
I
like,
pay
duh.
$40 a month for 800
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, dude. But
I'm okay with that.
did you heard about Microsoft is going to be having a subscription service for
Don't they
Windows?
already?
For Windows.
Oh well, that sucks to be them. I'm not paying for that.
It's for the security updates. It'll be
Oh,
it's like
Boo hoo!
$2
As if it does much, anyways.
Windows Defender works.
That's what
I mean,
you
you-
think.
At the end of the day, you shouldn't need Windows Defender if you're just being safe online and not doing stupid stuff. I'm being honest.
All I
But
do every few months, you just get, you know,
Jacob
a
says I
temporary
just do
email by procurement, and you go to malwarebytes.com.
Yeah, dude.
and you procure a free week trial of Malwarebytes, deep search your system, find out
Clean.
if you're clean. Guess what?
You're good.
You
to
ain't getting
go.
charged.
Yeah.
Uninstall it. Windows Defender, who?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Who?
Just be
You think
safe.
I'm dude? You know how many people have the little stupid watermark? Activate Windows. Just about every computer at my work has Activate Windows on it. Free. It's free. What do you mean?
That's true. That's very true. I mean, like, I really, really, really do hope. I really do hope the video that PewDiePie did brings enough attention to Linux in
Oh.
the sense of like putting it in more of a in front of people, because like I already said when we were talking about Linux, dude, your phone is literally running Linux. Like your phone runs Linux. That's what it is. Android is
That's
Linux.
crazy. I don't want my computer to run like my phone because
Well,
after
no.
a few years it sucks.
Well, yeah,
So think about
no.
that.
No. But that's what I'm saying. I hope it brings more awareness to like the regular like personal side instead of just the commercial side of Linux. Because boy, Windows just ain't it, dude.
I mean, Windows has really never been it.
I'll take it over.
It's just
over,
the only
dude.
option outside
I
of
will take-
Mac OS. Mac and
Dude.
cheese, dude.
I don't even. I still don't to this day don't understand the Mac.
You got to
Mac
hit
operating system.
Command, Control, and then the hotkey
dude.
or the shortcut key. I hate that. I hate
Like,
that.
what are we doing? What are we doing?
Everything's backwards.
I don't-
Everything's backwards. We're different.
Dude.
Well, Apple.
What Apple?
We're
He said we're
different.
different. We Apple. That's crazy, dude. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yo,
Oh, we did it.
we did it. Look at that. We came, we saw, we conquered, brother. That's it, right? Yeah. Imagine it just shuts off. I'd be livid. Yeah. But we made it. Dude, you know what I found? Today I set my headphones down and the bottom of my the ear pads have split so I can see the foam inside the pads.
Dude,
Sick,
just get new ones like I got.
I'm going
They were
to.
like $15.
Yeah, that's what these were.
And they're nice and cushiony and they're
I think I got
sound
like the
blocking.
Wicked Audio or whatever they were. I can't remember.
And they
Can't
got
remember.
some cooling technology.
Give
or
your boy the
something.
link, dude. Hook a brother up, dog. I don't even have the original
No.
headphones. I mean he said no. I don't even have the original pads that came with the headphone because they just fell apart. Like they fell
Oh yeah,
apart.
dude.
They
These
were
were not
garbage.
used for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And then one day I was like, why am I looking into new headphones when I have studio headphones literally just laying around?
Like headphones.
And I grabbed these, the strap looked like volcanic
apart.
ash.
And that, like my the strap up
Dude.
there is fine.
Dude,
Oh no.
the ear pads,
No, it's not.
Sauron's finger after his finger got cut off. I'm not even kidding. Literally touched it.
Yeah, no, it's cooked. It's cooked.
So I got this, but
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
sick.
have it tight enough, so I mean it rumples. But you know,
That's still sick.
who cares?
Yeah, for real. Jacob, what's your
My
song
cable
for
used
this
to be able
week?
to spin. I could spin this whole cable inside my headphones before. Like the actual like connector, the wire to the connector, I could spin it and it just never broke. I could spin the whole cable inside this little connector and it just never broke.
I'm not
'Cause you know how
twisting this.
twist to
I
get
do it,
into-
it's over.
It twists to go into the headphones.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
so that piece stayed stable, but yeah, the whole cable, I could just like it was
Rotate?
Yeah.
Oh no.
cooked.
No.
Stiff.
Straight
Stiff.
cooked.
It was cooked.
Cooked.
My song rec of the week.
That's crazy. That goes hard, dude.
I was gonna say Soggy Bottom Boys, whatever song it is, but
Constant
joke.
sorrow, dude.
Yeah, that's
Constant sorrow.
yes.
Yes.
Ham
That's
man. Anyways,
great
my
song.
song rec of the week is Red Moon by Tom Misch.
Dude, Tom, I don't even know how to say his last name. I said
Tom
to this day.
Misch.
Is it Mish? I'm not sure.
It is now.
But I haven't even I listened to about 30 seconds of this song, right? And Jacob hit the nail on the head with this one. Mad Grateful Dead vibes.
Dude, it's
Like,
got that
dude.
wompy womp.
He's got that
Womp,
womp.
womp, Wompy womp.
Dude. Womp 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 womp. That's the
Yep. Yeah, I listened to a lot of Grateful Dead on that drive.
Yeah, that's
Out west.
Cause
Grateful Dead
cooks, dude. Cooks.
Dude,
I love the
Yeah,
Grateful
when they said
Dead.
Fire on the Mountain, that was me.
Dude, no. He said that was me,
I'm-
dog.
I'm starting a fire on the mountain.
yeah. No, I think both of us have been listening to Tom. I mean, since he released Geography, at a minimum,
Oh,
which
yeah.
came out in 2018. And yeah, no,
Feels
and
like
all
Forever
dude,
ago.
Geography, that album, ooh, and then his cover of "Isn't She Lovely," dude, just straight up guitar, insane, insane.
Yeah, great guitarist. That guy's nuts.
He really is. Go check out Tom Mish.
Mish.
Because I don't know how to. I don't know how to say it.
Mish.
I don't know how to say it. Yeah, he's got a ton of music. He really does. I say a ton. He's got a modest. He's got a ton. He's got a ton. I mean, he's got like 5 albums worth right now, and he's gonna be releasing a new album here soon. So go
Heck
check out
yeah.
Tom. He's like one of those artists where it's just a vibe,
Oh yeah. No,
Dude,
it's like late night drives.
dude. What is it? South of the River? Yes, so good. Lost in Paris. That was banging.
It's like
dude.
jazzy, but also like
He's just got De La
poppy.
Soul. He's got De La Soul on one of his songs.
yeah, he
Like,
does.
Dang. Yeah. It's mellow, but like you said, poppy. So
Yeah.
That's tight. That's tight. It's a vibe for sure.
Check her out. Check her out.
Where can you check it out at, Jacob?
The playlist, 2 Degrees of Separation, same as the name of the podcast.
Bow on both Spotify and YouTube.
Check it out.
Same
if
name
you-
as the podcast.
If you're more of a visual person, I've been trying to put the music videos for the most part over on YouTube that are in that playlist, not just the audio. But then if you're just you're just trying to listen to some music, go listen to it on Spotify.
If you're driving.
If you got Spotify. Yeah, if you're driving. Don't be watching nothing while you're driving. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't
Don't do
watch
that.
Pirates of the Caribbean in the car.
Don't do that. Don't do that. don't do that. But yeah, check out the playlist if you into finding some new music, especially like this one. I feel like Tom is definitely a deep cut. Like
Yeah,
for sure. Definitely like even you recommended Quadeca, but Quadeca still like has a pretty wide audience. Whereas like I don't know a single other person that is listen to Tom.
Yeah.
Nobody. I don't know anybody that's listened to Tom. Like at all.
Well, good music. Good
Bang it.
music, man.
Yeah, go check out Tom. Red Moon, Jacob's song.
Rick of the week.
I
I was really lacking on the clips this week because just like a lot of stuff was going on. So like I didn't post anything. Shout out me.
But if you'd like to follow us over on the socials, it is at the number 2 DOF separation everywhere you have internet.
Valid.
Everywhere you have internet, dude.
Everywhere.
Everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, I got
Yeah.
Dude, I got a lav mic and a tripod, and
I said I was gonna give updates on the garden. I'm gonna go out there with that, dude. I'm gonna be like, yo, look at my garden.
Heck yeah.
Shout out my garden, dude.
Here with my
100%.
peppers.
So it's here in my
My-
garage with my
my
Lamborghini.
beans.
My
With
my
my
Lamborghini,
potatoes.
dude.
My Lamborghini. Dude, I move next week.
Sick.
We gotta record before Friday. Oh no.
Oh no! I mean, honestly, hey, don't have work tomorrow. But anyways, sick.
A lot will
but
happen between then and now.
I
I'm sure
swear.
of it.
I swear. But yeah, if you enjoyed the podcast, please, if you just enjoyed listening to us ramble about music and movies, and, well, not so much movies, but like, well, no, we did. We talked about Kevin Smith, music, movies, TV shows, everything of the
We
such.
covered everything.
We covered
everything.
I
No
mean, we
sports.
Sports.
Let's
you
go
know?
golfing.
Let's go, dude. I like paint drying. But I'm sorry. But
Weren't you
yeah.
trying to vouch for golfing?
No, myself, I'd like to try golfing. I'm not gonna watch golf. I'm not watching golf. 0% chance I'm watching golf. I'll go watch some hooky for sure, dude. Watch somebody
Some
just get
hooky.
checked into the wall. Oh, 100%. I've just been getting clips on my phone over on the TikTok of people. I mean, a bunch of hockey plays as of late. You know what else? Do you remember a couple weeks back? We were talking about the TikTok shop, and I like pulled up the TikTok shop on my phone, and it was a flamethrower.
Oh,
It wasn't a
yeah.
flamethrower. It was like a butane kitchen torch, is what they were calling it.
Yeah.
literally since then, I've been getting ads for that same item
Oh, it's because you
to
clicked
this
on it.
day. To this day. To this
Shouldn't
day.
have clicked on it.
I shouldn't have. That was like the dumbest thing. I
Never
could've
click a
clicked on.
TikTok ad. They go, ooh.
No, I didn't click. I didn't click the ad. I literally went to the TikTok shop and then clicked that item.
Well, I guess that's what I mean. You shouldn't have clicked the image of the item.
Yeah. So,
They're
but yeah,
always on sale and always almost out of
Always.
stock.
always.
And they're always the same price everywhere if you look
Everywhere.
outside of TikTok on its
Yeah,
sale.
right. Right.
But yeah, if you enjoy us rambling about all sorts of other things, don't forget to leave a rating.
Dude, 5 stars on Spotify. What are you doing? 5 stars. 5 stars over on Apple.
I don't think that's how that works on Apple.
But 5 stars on Apple. Pineapple Apple Pen. Dude. And Jacob, for our viewers over on YouTube,
Hit like, subscribe, or whatever. What do you do on YouTube? So when you no, I'm just kidding. Hit like, hit subscribe, and hit the gym.
hit the gym. Hit the gym. Sick. That's what you do.
GTL, GTL. Cavs it.
Absolutely not.
We're in a crazy
Dude.
situation.
No, dude.
Dude,
What?
if you like the video, run it back.
Run it back, dude.
Hit
Dude,
like,
run it
hit subscribe.
back.
Like the little thingy over here says, hit the notification thing. You know, hit that bell, ding a ding dong.
Ring a ding ding.
Click it
And
a few
then-
times, like you're wishing us a Merry Christmas. Click, 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 click.
Dude, what? Sick. and
And-
listen, what?
I don't know. You said and.
He said it lost me. I was gonna say the next time you're outside walking about, right, just like going and doing something, just like literally when you leave your
Look
house,
up at the sky and be
I mean,
like, that's
or
just
do
a
that.
bunch of layers of gas that
No.
somehow turned blue. It's true though.
No, dude, you just
True, that
gotta
would give you
have
some weird complex.
just have the podcast ready, and then the first person you come across when you walk into Walmart, just be like,
yeah.
Go listen to the podcast.
No, what you do is you go to the AT&T stand at the store, and when
Yeah,
they
dude.
ask about your phone info, you go, "Well, have you seen this?"
yeah,
And if you listen to this, I'll consider
I'll
signing up.
consider it. I will,
And then you
consider
walk away, come back tomorrow, ask them if they listened, and if they say yes, say awesome and leave, dude.
it. That's it, dude. That's it. Just leave.
Yep.
Sick. That's all I got for this week, though. That's it. That's everything.
Dude, I mean, it's more than usual.
That's
Actually,
You're right. Go listen to Red Moon by Tom Misch over on the playlist.
New setup
Uh,
after this. I think I'm
do
gonna
it.
have a new setup after.
Jacob's gonna have a
Maybe.
new son.
As long as I can get the
no.
internet set up.
Not
I guess
after
not
this.
next one, but the one after that.
following.
Yeah.
I gotta get AT&T fiber.
Much better than Cox.
dude.
I have Xfinity right now, and I really like it. I really like it.
Yeah, you've had no problems, honestly.
It's really nice.
Prepare yourself, because AT&T's customer
No, I'm
services.
gonna go to Xfinity
Bones.
tomorrow because it's like right down the road, and I'm just gonna
Yeah.
be like, can I keep this?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Please.
you might as well. Might as well.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, if I can keep my deal, the other
Yeah.
deal is like $30 more than what I'm paying now,
Cook.
and it's less. It's less.
Cook.
It's more for less,
Cook, dude.
dude. In Donald Trump's America,
Aw, dude.
gas prices are the lowest they've ever been. Don't you know? 320,
Brother says, "Don't you know?"
dude. We got second gen gasoline being 360 out here, dude.
Second gen. Sick, dude.
I'm over it, dude. I'm gonna buy a Tesla. If you see it, draw nice art on the side with your keys, please.
Don't do that.
If it's mine, go right
If it's
ahead.
yours. Oh, if it's yours, yeah.
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 First, you gotta figure out who it belongs to.
There you go.
That's the game.
Go check out Red Moon. Go check out the playlist. Head on over to the socials, because that's where the funny stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? The funny stuff. And
Let me out of the box.
no, you need to just get really good at it. Be like, dude, I can't. How do I?
What are we doing? And this is why we're here instead of miming in Las Vegas.
There you go. That's it though. We're good. We're good.
I've never been better.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening.